I'm going to tell you a story today that's a true story. And it was on the news last week. Maybe some of the big people may have seen it on the news. It's about Canadian geese. Anybody ever see what Canadian geese looks like? Let's see if we have any pictures. We have any pictures of them in a big flying in the sky? Anything flying in the sky first? Well, this is what they look like. They're big. They're almost as big as, I'll bet you they could be as big as you. Would you stand up? Oh, there they are, there they are. Come, come, come. We're going to, see the geese? They can fly in the sky, and they can swim in the water. There's something very special about these geese, so we're going to find out in a little bit. Well, one day, back to the one with the, yes. There was a bunch of geese flying around in Massachusetts. Massachusetts is far away. It's up north where it's cold. You see him here? All of a sudden, one of the geese got hurt. I don't know how he got hurt, but he did. And there were some special people around the lake where he was living with the other geese. They were called veterinarians. You know what a veterinarian is? What's a veterinarian? A doctor for animals, that's right. That's right. And they saw this poor geese hobbling around. He had hurt his foot. So they went and they caught him. And they brought him to their little animal hospital. Now, they were taking care of him. I don't know, his foot had maybe got ripped or something. Maybe they had to sew it or fix it. But he had to stay in the animal hospital while they fixed him. But while they were fixing him, they heard a pecking on the window, the glass door. You know, everybody have a sliding door in your house? Glass sliding doors? And they heard... They couldn't imagine, what was this? They went to the door, and what did they see? They see another goose. It was a lady goose. Hi. The lady is called the goose. Do you know what the man is of the Canadian goose, what they call him? A gander. Can you say gander? Yes, say gander. So now the goose is pecking on the door. And they're saying to themselves, what could this goose want? She wouldn't give up. She kept making all this noise. They thought, oh my lands, she must have seen us take that male goose, the gander, out, and she came to see what was going on. So now they couldn't let him out because he still was hurt. But they brought him near the door. And what do you think she did? In her neck like this. And they started talking to each other. Quack, 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 quack. Back and forth, like maybe she was saying, what happened to you? Quack, 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 quack. And he said, I don't know. I got hurt. They're fixing me. Quack, 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 quack. And they talked back and forth, back and forth. She wouldn't leave. They knew that they really wanted them to be together, so they were able to slide the door open. Now, he couldn't walk, so he stayed on the little bed, but she stayed outside the door, but they were just close to each other like this, like he was here and she was here. And they talked to each other all day long. And then, when it was time to go to bed, they had to close the door. So they closed the door, and you know what she did? She went away. She walked away. Yeah, well, now, the next day, what do you think happened? I'm back again. She came to visit the male. They brought him near the door again. They opened the door, and they stayed all day long, quack, 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 talking to each other. Wasn't that something? Now, a little later on, when he got better, they put him outside in a pen, like a playpen. And they opened the door a little, and don't you think she went in? She went into the playpen and stayed with him all day, talking and quacking away, quack, 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 all day long. And that continued until he got better. Every day when they brought him in, she would leave. And the next day, she would come right back, like visiting hours in the hospital. And then one day, he was well. And they opened the door, and they let him out. And there she was. When he got out there, she came from around the bushes, and she met him. And they said, hello, quack, 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 quack. And they walked off together, talking, quack, 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 quack. I wonder what she was saying. How do you feel? You feel better? Oh, they took very good care of you. Yes, they did. Very good. Let's go. And so they took off, and they were together. Well, it turns out that they were husband and wife. Did you know that Canadian geese mate with each other? The males and the females, they get married. And they don't fool around either. They stay true to each other, just like we see a husband and a wife together, loving each other for years and years. The ducks are the same way. Sometimes if a duck dies or goes away, maybe the female will find another mate. But for the most part, they stay together for life. Now that's a lesson for us to learn, even in nature. Now God tells us to love one another and be kind and true to one another. But if we want to really learn about God's love, we can look in nature and see that even the animals are true to each other. In fact, let's see what the Bible has to say about God's love. Who can read? Can you read? Alejandro, you could read, can't you? Come here. Just this little, Psalms 119, Psalms 19 just gives us an idea of how beautiful God makes our world. It's just that first verse. Psalm 19, verse 1.
The heavens declare the glory of God, and the firmament shows his handiwork.
The heavens declare, nature declares the glory of God. Our world was made from love. That's how we're made, from love. And everything in it is made with love. And that's my prayer for myself and for every one of you and all of us around, that we show God's love. Who wants to thank God for his love and his world, the world that he made for us? Would you like to, Carl Lennox? I'll tell you the words if you want me to tell you. No? You scared? You're not scared? Well, come. Can you do it yourself, or you want me to say the words? Say the word. Okay, you hold the microphone. Turn around. Dear Jesus.
Dear Jesus, thank you for making us out of love.
Help us to show love to each other.
Help us to show love to each other. Amen.
Amen. God bless you all, children.